A damp and dreary night in the Pacific Northwest, which means it may be covered in rain clouds, but the sky is the limit for the 2014 Portland Timbers. Tonight, in the opener, they host the Philadelphia Union at Providence Park. Coach John Hackworth.
Yeah, they've brought in some new tools, particularly with DP player Maurice Edu, who's come back from England. He's looking to reestablish himself. Or Valeri just dropping off of Rudy to start playing those through balls in to get the attack going. Negby, he can stretch that back line with his tremendous pace.
Professional Referees Organization has locked out the referees, and these are replacements here tonight. We're underway. The Portland Timbers and Philadelphia Union, presented by Alaska Airlines. We saw in the preseason, Ross, that Gaston Fernandez can strike a beautiful dead ball. Timbers make their runs. Across the face of the six, and Paw heads it off the far post. I believe he put a head to that ball while he was on his knees.
Well, you're spot on, Keith. The ball from Gaston is whipped in with venom, and you see the flick on just there from Will Johnson and Carr. He's unlucky to see that ball go against the post.
Completely unaccounted for there at the far post. Philadelphia back on the ball. They become a more possession-oriented team under Hackworth. Certainly with these new pieces like this man, Vincent Noguera. Flick on by Latou for Edu. He gets beyond Modou Ka, pulls the ball across. It fell to McInerney for a moment. And now Maidana. Great save, Donovan Ricketts. Latou. Donovan Ricketts to the rescue.
Will the Union do well here to put the Timbers under danger? But I almost think there's a foul there by Edu to get through. And you just see here, the linesman, he is spot on there, offside by Edu, coming from an offside position back into the play. But you just look there, there's an arm, there's a tug of the t-shirt, and the referees missed it. See Madonna and Ricketts, or a great shot, Ricketts getting down. Incredibly quick for the big man, but the linesman in a great position to call the offside. See the referee's intent though. He looks like he's going to let the teams play, let him get stuck in.
Great pass on the chip. This is Jack McInerney. Paparazzo at the far post clears it away.
Great bit of skill by the Union to get in behind the back four of the Timbers. And you look at this touch, you look at this chip. McInerney could have been going for goal, could have been going wide, but Paparazzo taking no risks and to clear that danger.
Here's going to be a great look, Ross.
But you see Donovan Ricketts, you look at the size of him. He didn't give McInerney much to shoot at, but Paparazzo, he didn't give up on the play. And that's what he gives coming into this side. He doesn't take any plays off, and even for that split second, if he switched off, that ball could have found the back of the net, but he continued through the play and to clear the danger.
That excites the crowd here at Providence Park. And look at Diego motoring on up the far touchline. Square to Valeri. Oh! Did that miss by inches?
I'll tell you what, I thought that was finding the back of the net. But Diego Chara, look at the recovery run by him in the challenge. And it's a fair challenge as well. Gaddis, he's pleading to the referee, and that sets the Timbers on attack. Valeri, he doesn't need a second invitation. Ball out of his feet, and that was inches wide from being 1-0.
Ball back, wide to Valeri. Working on Carroll. Valeri holds the dribble up. Gaston, one touch wide, nice look. Harrington, header into Will Johnson. Left-footed shot, and sliding to play it away is Barry. Footy one touch. Is it enough or too much? Too much there for Rudy.
Well, we go back to what Caleb Porter was chatting about at halftime, and now the Timbers can start with the possession on one side of the pitch, but you see how they work it to the weak side. It's a great ball in by Fernandez, and then you see the movements on, the spaces on there to create that half a chance. That freedom to move about, even if the ball doesn't come, what it does, it spreads the Union apart and opens up the spaces.
Maidana. Beyond Will Johnson, left-footed shot, and down low to his left is Donovan Ricketts. I think he saw that one late. Another big save by last year's goalkeeper of the year in Major League Soccer.
The Timbers need to avoid is McDonough being able to cut in on his favored left foot. And you see a slight deflection, and Rick is just giving a little look to footing.
Union corner kick, header down and in. Philadelphia has taken the lead. Off the head of Maurice Adu, and then redirected. Believe it was Barry.
Well, let's shock the crowd here. It's silenced the crowd. It's a ball in, and you see Adu, he's managed to just get in front of Paparazzo, able to glance it on.
Oh, it was Jack McInerney right in front of Donovan Ricketts.
You see that little glance by Adu and McInerney, just sensing the second chance, being able to get himself right in that dangerous area, find the little pocket, and to redirect that ball in the back of the net. The bodies are getting forward. Paparazzo bombing on.
Quick. Glanced on! Header! Goal! Gaston Fernandez! The new man at the death! We're all square!
Well, that's exactly what the entire stadium were looking for. You look at the urgency of Will Johnson and Paparazzo getting in the box, and the ball in is fantastic. The defense can't clear it, and Gaston Fernandez, that's his pedigree. He sniffs it out when there is a ball to latch onto. You talk about grit, you talk about character. Right at the death of the game, and the Timbers never giving up, and they've got the equalizer. That maybe their play hasn't deserved in the second half, but their character has. What a fantastic moment for Gaston Fernandez.
Keep the Argentines coming. Ross, let's take another look at the goal.
Well, we see it. It's backs to the wall for the Union, getting all the bodies in the box. And it's a poor clearance attempt. The ball's just skidded off. And we see Gaston just finding himself in that pocket and the composure. The goal was left gaping open, and he's able to direct it into the net.